the Masters. Congratulations, Rory McIlroy. He finally won the Masters, won his green jacket, and he's now a Grand Slam champion in golf.
Speaking of golf, there's going to be a golf movie on the 25th of July, Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Shooter McGavin back in it.
Yep.
I guess Carl Weathers, he won't be there. No. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers. He's the coach. And no Bob Barker.
And Doug Judge, what do you think of my AI hair that these goblins like to say?
Oh, I allow it. and well, we got the NHL playoffs. We also got the NBA playoffs starting.
How the Kraken, are they in the playoffs or what's going on? The Kraken?
No, they're pretty bad. They're not gonna do that. They're probably in the draft lottery. Maybe they might get the number 1 pick.
Oh, they were terrible this year?
Not great. Now, however, in basketball, the 2 best teams, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Boo!
Oh yeah, they used to be the Seattle Supersonics.
Yes, they did.
Yep, but that was a long time. That was a long time ago. And then
I used to watch basketball in the past. I was a big Seattle fan with the Sonics, but after that...
Well, we also got the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're back again without LeBron James.
Isn't that James had to try his nemesis, Tommy Pimple's team?
Oh, that's right. So I guess he's a Cleveland Cavaliers fan because he lives in Ohio?
I think so. I didn't see him when we went to Cleveland. When I with Nick.
Oh, where'd he move? Did he move?
I don't know. I think he moved somewhere to the Carolina Panthers stadium. Maybe moved there.
So then he should be a Charlotte Bobcats fan. But he's probably cheering the Cavaliers. Yeah, that should be allowed. At your new home, you gotta cheer for your new team. And then when the Buckeyes winning the National Football College Championships, you shouldn't cheer for them either. You should be cheering for UNC. So he doesn't get a right to celebrate. No, I don't allow it.
So if I move to Portland, I should cheer for the Trailblazers if I'm a basketball huge fan.
That's right.
Not the Sonics.
But you can still cheer for the Mariners because they don't have a baseball team. And you can still cheer for the Seattle Seahawks too.
What if one day's the Portland Donuts, the Portland Voodoo Donuts?
Oh, that's what a name for a team, the Portland Voodoo Donuts.
Just a name I'm making up, everybody.
Yeah, Portland, keep being weird. Well, I got some sad news.
What's some sad news that Dunk Judge found about?
Yeah, football player, Kyron Lacey. He's played for the LSU Tigers.
Is this guy a Heisman Trophy guy?
Well, no, he played wide receiver, though, and he shot himself.
Why? What happened?
Well, I guess he, actually hit another driver and killed an old man. And the cops are, after him now, and he decided to, go on the run, and then, was in his car and he shot himself and he passed away.
Jesus.
That's sad. Mental health's very important.
You think he went to jail for life? Or he got caught?
Maybe 10, 20 years. You don't, depends. There's drugs involved, there's reckless behavior, or just an accident. Then,
yes, everybody, mental health is very important.
I know.
It's no laughing matter, and people like to make jokes about it. That's not funny.
Yeah, just turn yourself into the cops and just say, I'm sorry, okay? I'll take my punishment. I didn't mean to. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It happens, and you have to own up to it. So,
age 24. Wow, that's very young.
That is. That's so sad. Yep. Well, on to more interesting news. What do you think about this baseball season, Mr. Outlaw?
The Mariners are doing pretty good. I saw them. They beat the Astros two out of 3 games, and then they swept the Rangers.
The Texas Rangers, huh?
And those guys were in first place. Not anymore. They're in second place. The Mariners right on them, right behind them.
That's right. I heard that the Seattle Mariners last week, they got a shipment that started using the new Torpedo bats.
Have you seen them batting with the Torpedo bats before?
I think they were. Not quite sure, but...
And their best hitter on the team, I can't believe it, and I thought he sucked last year, Jorge Polanco.
I think that was a good signing because he was injured most of the year when they picked him up. Came back the last couple of months of the season, and boy, he was hitting on fire. So then people were like, oh no, he's awful. But I said, no, he was injured. He'll be back. He'll be hitting great. You got to re-sign him. No one wanted to take a chance on him, but the Mariners did. They said, okay, $7 million, 1 year, prove a deal. And he's proven it.
How much did he get paid last year? Or he
$12 million for 1 year. This year, because he had bad stats, because he was injured most of the time, he only got $7 million.
Maybe he'll bounce back.
Oh, well, he's doing great. He was batting, even up to 400, for the month. So pretty impressive. But Mr. Outlaw, what do you think of these torpedo bats?
They're pretty interesting. I mean, the Yankees hit 9 home runs with them.
Oh, yeah.
And not to mention, I was watching the Astros. I wasn't watching Astros games. I saw some highlights. My friend Greg, he's a big Astros fan. He also likes the Mariners, too. The Astros were winning like 7-0.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Mariners, 6-0. 6-0. And the Mariners came back and won 7-6. And Rosarina hit a grand slam with a torpedo bat off of
Abreu?
No, Abreu lost it in the 9th inning.
Oh.
So the torpedo bats, I think they're legal, aren't they?
Well, they're just regular bats. And the shape is a little bit different. It's fatter near the middle of the bat and lighter at the end of the bat. Whereas a regular baseball bat they've been using forever, it's heavier at the end of the bat and lighter at the middle of the bat. And the reason it was like that before is because people always throw sliders. It always goes to the outside. So it's heavier on the outside. You can get that and slap at opposite field or hit an opposite field home run. So that's the reason why bats were made like that. But now they keep jamming you with these 100-mile-per-hour fastballs inside or to the lefties. Slider hard inside. And then it'll jam you every time because you hit the narrow part of the bat. But now the torpedo bats, it's fatter on the inside. Instead of being, lazy pop fly or foul ball, now it's a home run. And you've got some power. Now you got a triple. So, but it's legal because it's still, 2.6 inches wide. That's the widest a bat can be. So it's still within range. It's not like a corked bat. There's, nothing being put inside. It's not doctored. Well, the thing about the torpedo bat, too, is if it's more of the weight's on the inside, you swing faster. That's the difference. You swing faster, but if you hit on the end of it, you might not hit it very far then. So pitchers are probably gonna adjust eventually and throw you outside pitches all the time if they know you have a torpedo bat. So, hey, hitters get advantage and then pitchers adapt. And pitchers get advantage, with the sticky stuff and, new sweeper pitches, and then hitters will adjust. It's a cat and mouse game.
Doug Judge, I should get one of those bats and have an Outlaw Home Run Derby Part 2 for Outlaw Workout.
What we should really do is the slam dunk contest.
Oh, shoot. And we need a Dunk Judge merchandise shirt.
Oh, that's right.
The fans will love it.
Dunkamania.
Yeah. And now, finally, wrestling next weekend, or should I say this upcoming weekend, is WrestleMania.
Time for WrestleMania. With CM Punk.
And Las Vegas.
Night 1. Night 2 will be John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for Undisputed Championship.
I think Stone Cold should be the referee. What do you think? Or should it be The Rock? The Rock hasn't even been on, and Cena hasn't even explained why he sided with The Rock.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a while after he got beat down by Cody Rhodes.
He got a Crossroads.
Yeah.
But he's going to be he was on SmackDown. And then the Hall of Fame. Triple H, he's earned it, man. Who else? Natural Disasters in the Hall of Fame. Lex Luger. Tony Khan's being a little jabroni, so he's not going to let Sting induct him, so it's going to be DDP instead.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, that's just the way it goes. And they're going to induct matches to the Hall of Fame now.
The matches of the WrestleMania 13 match, which was Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. What?
That was a very important match. Bret Hart was a huge good guy, and Stone Cold Steve Austin was a bad villain, one of the worst villains. Then after the match, they worked so hard, and Stone Cold got beat down. He was bleeding, but after the fans said, Stone Cold, I like the way this guy works. He's got a lot of guts, He's got a lot of heart, a lot of grit. Even though, he's a bad guy and he swears and gives people a stunner and,
Or the finger.
Flips them off. But, he's got grit and, he gives every ounce he can. That's the kind of man he is. And then Bret Hart, they said, well, you know what? Bret Hart's kind of too elite. Actually, they started booing Bret Hart now. He's the bad guy. They started cheering Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's when the Attitude Era was born. Well, he's leading into that.
And then
of course, then after the Montreal Screwjob, then for sure that was the real start of the Attitude Era.
The best one of all time, which would be Attitude, right?
That was a great time. Well, that was a magical moment. But we're having a resurgence again. Triple H running the company. I think, it's head back up again. We got great stars, and
then you got Michelle McCool. She's going to get inducted by her husband, The Undertaker.
Oh, okay.
So now Orton does not have an opponent, and he RKO'd Nick Aldis.
He attacked the general manager?
Yes. And then Solo Sikoa got involved, so I'm hoping I hope it's Nick Aldis at WrestleMania. That'd be nice to see Nick Aldis. Did you know he's married to Mickie James?
Oh, well, we found that out. That's right. Randy Orton revealed that. That's Nick Aldis' wife, Mickie James, former women's champion in WWE. That might happen. Maybe he's going to wrestle the general manager in a match.
That would be awesome.
And he's suddenly, oh my God.
He used to be known as Magus in TNA.
Oh, he might come. Maybe he'll finally be a regular wrestler again.
That would be awesome. I want to see Nick Aldis wrestle.
Yeah, not just a stuffy guy in a suit.
No.
Can't wait for WrestleMania. How long is it?
Night one's 9 hours.
9 hours?
7 matches, or 6 matches. And then night 2, I think it's 7 matches or 6 matches. It's another 9 hours. So 18 hours for both WrestleManias.
Oh my God. Well, I hope you have a lot of free time and hope you don't have a weekend job to go to.
Better have some energy drinks.
I know. Or just fast forward all the commercials and, a lot of the headlocks for 1 minute long while they're just kind of resting. Or
just fast forward that.
Yeah, while they're standing around the outside doing the entrances because 9 hours a day. Oh my.
I remember I watched it one time at WrestleMania with Nick, and that was like a 12-hour WrestleMania. That was freaking insane. That was when they were in New York.
When they had WrestleMania in Seattle. You went to that WrestleMania before, right? And I was refereeing the Hogan versus Vince McMahon match.
Yes, you were.
And then that one only went about 4 hours long. About, what was it, 9 matches?
Yes.
Yeah, so only 4 hours. And now WrestleMania's 18 hours.
And what do you think of the SummerSlams having a night 1, night 2? I think that's kind of dumb.
Oh,
that's too much wrestling, man.
Hey, well, fans are getting their bang for their buck.
But here's one thing. Thank God there's no Collision, or I'd have to wait the following week to watch it. Oh. It's on Thursday, Collision.
AEW Collision.
You know they're not going to have a chance against Mania. They're going to get destroyed.
Oh, yeah. That's right. So, all right. Well, I can't wait for WrestleMania. We can't see who the new champion will be, or will it just still be Cody Rhodes? The American Nightmare retaining it.
But I think Cena will get number 17 before he retires. Probably as a babyface, more likely. Maybe he'll be taken off of Gunther.
So he won't retire, he'll lie.
Who do you think's going to win, Gunther or Jey Uso? We're going to do some predictions.
Oh, maybe Gunther. Well,
I might go with Uso.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we have to have a title change. If Cody Rhodes wins, then maybe Uso wins. But if John Cena wins, then then 2 heels will win, and then Gunther will probably retain too. I don't know.
Tiffany Stratton, I think, will retain her title.
Oh, against Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, Charlotte's been doing bad stuff lately.
Yeah, you got a taste of her own medicine.
And I think Punk will win main event. I'd probably give it to Punk.
That's right.
He'll probably pin Rollins, right?
Yeah, make him go to sleep.
Yep.
And if the rest of you need to go to sleep, then I guess we're all out of time. And hopefully you enjoyed this video.
And then in a couple weeks or so, we're going to have some baseball pack openings again.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah. Outlaw Sports Den out.